Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. For today's video I've pulled together 3 sets here that are newish to my collection, and I thought it would be fun to open them up, take a look at all the little accessories that they come with, and then set them up here on my Highstreet. So these 3 sets have a range of release dates. The newest one is the popcorn cart here, and that first appeared in the range in 2011. Then it's the soft serve ice cream shop, which first appeared in the range in 2007. And then the oldest one is this one in the middle, which was a Japanese exclusive from the Sylvanian Market series. It's called the Mini Shop, and that first appeared in the range all the way back in 1999. So let's take a look at the sets from newest to oldest. So let's start with the popcorn cart. So you can see on the front of the box here the cart that comes in the set. I really like the colours on this. The awning is particularly pretty. I think this has now been replaced in the range by the popcorn trike with Barbara Dale. So I think this one might be discontinued now, but I think it is still available to purchase. Just if you want it, I would probably get it sooner rather than later. Here's everything the cart comes with. So you can see it serves not just popcorn, but also churros and chocolate bananas. On the back we've got some chocolate rabbits, and on this side we've got another kind of setup shot. Popcorn being scooped into a bucket here. Very cute. So let's get this one open, as I haven't opened this one yet and it's brand new in box. So as you can see, there's lots of pieces to break out of the little plastic holders and also stickers to put on, so I'll do that now and then we can take a closer look. So here is the main popcorn cart. The wheels do turn round on it. Obviously applied stickers here. This little sign can be removed. And it is double-sided, so you've got stickers on both sides. I had a look, but there's no popping mechanism for the popcorn, but there are some loose pieces in here. But it doesn't have a popping mechanism like the newer bike does, as far as I can see anyway. If I'm incorrect on that, please someone correct me in the comments. It's got a little hook here if you want to have it tow something along, and it's also got a hook on the front here so it could be hooked to something. This is removable, so you can also tuck it away if you're just having it kind of stand alone and you don't want that hook poking out. There's also little compartments for all the accessories, and this piece here opens and closes. I really like the colour on the awning, and yeah, just really cute little cart. So let's have a look at the accessories now. So first up we've got 4 tiny churros. These are plastic, and then they came with stickers to put on, 2 red, 2 pink. The detail on these is okay. Not quite sure that I like the white. It would have been nice to have the white the same colour as the rest of the sticker, I think, but that's just personal preference. And there's a slot for these to fit in the front of the cart so that you can stand them up. I do like that because it makes displaying them easier. Next up we've got 4 little chocolate bananas. Again, the detail on these is fine. I'll show you one close up. Got kind of a white stick and then the banana and the chocolate. You can see, and it's happened on each of these, this is where it was broken out of the plastic, so there's this little white spot. And the paint job around the banana and the chocolate is not the neatest, but it's fine. Again, these have little slots on the front where they sit. Again, that's really nice, so they stand up and you can see them properly. Then we've got 4 cups for the popcorn, so again the pink and the red. These are pretty standard for Sylvanians, white cups, and then I pop these stickers around them. And in those cups goes the popcorn itself. So you get 4 pieces of individual popcorn, which I like because then you can scoop it in so it's not fixed. So that's a fun feature. Looks really nice in the pot as well. And then the final accessory is a little plastic scooper for the popcorn. And the popcorn fits pretty well on this and could be scooped into the little buckets. So let's get these onto the cart. And there we have the finished cart. I'm going to move that onto my street scene, and then we'll take a look at this soft serve ice cream stand. So here's the soft serve ice cream shop box. I love the ice cream cone to kind of advertise the shop. That was the selling point of this for me. So you get lots of ice cream accessories, ice cream sandwiches as well. I like the blue awning on this one. Here's everything that comes in the set. And there's another little setup picture on the other side. I've already gotten this one out of the box as I've set it up just for myself once before. I don't think I've shown it on the channel before though, so let's get the pieces out and take a look. So here is the main stand piece. You can see it says soft serve ice cream shop. It's quite solid, quite heavy piece. Considering what it is. I love the stripy awning, that's really pretty. And then here is the soft serve ice cream machine. And I don't know whether it will show up, but it says chocolate, vanilla and mixed. And these little levers you can move, and they're like spring loaded. Probably see better from the side. And that is the kind of attention to detail I love from Sylvanian families. I try really hard not to be super negative about the newer stuff that's being put out, because some of it's lovely and some of it really does lack though when you look at things like this. So that's the main stand. It also comes with this little serving counter piece, so this is hollow inside, but it's got this really lovely wood effect all around. And on here is a sticker with the menu, and this is all the different ice creams that they do, and you do get one of each of these in the accessories, and we'll see that in a minute. And then the other bigger piece is the ice cream kind of sign, this lovely big ice cream sign. This really reminds me of summer in the UK, as you'll see these, we call them Mr. Whippy or a 99. You see these big signs everywhere. Then onto the smaller pieces. First up, there's a little clear plastic holder, so you can put 4 ice creams in here. And on the box, it shows this being on the kind of serving deck. Menu that way around, so the customers can see, and then that sits there like that to display some ice creams. Then we have a few more kind of ingredient type accessories. So there's 2 little spoons made of this very nice metallic silver plastic. Those are for some sundaes, which we'll see in a minute. There's a jug of milk for filling up the self-serve machine, and the detail on this is lovely. Really looks like it's full of liquid there. And then we also have some sauces, so we've got a chocolate sauce and a strawberry sauce. And again, the detail on these is very nice, and the paint job is really neat and tidy. Then onto the ice creams. So let's start with these little ice cream sandwiches. So they've got a cute little sticker on them that looks like their wrapper. And then the detail on these is lovely. You've got a strawberry and a vanilla one. Very nice. And then there's also 2 little sundaes. I love the detail on these. The paintwork is so neat. Strawberry and chocolate again. And they come separate to the glass, so you could change up what you put where. You could put these in cones if you like, but I personally like them in the sundae glasses. And this is what I think the spoons are for. And then finally you get 5 ice cream cones. So the cones and the ice cream are separate, so you can move them around. There's basically a chocolate cone and a kind of normal flavour cone. Again, the detail on these is really nice. There is some chipping though where they were taken out of the plastic holders. Then the ice creams themselves, there's plain strawberry chocolate vanilla, and then there's also these mixed ones, so chocolate and vanilla and strawberry and vanilla. So the box shows these being displayed in the little plastic holder. So that's how I'm going to set it up as well. There is only room to hold 4 though, as the box shows one kind of being sold and in the customer's hands. We're not going to be able to do that because they're not going to be able to hold them without a little bit of help. So I'll probably just put the other one to one side just for now. And there we have the set up soft serve ice cream shop. Now let's take a look at the mini shop, and this one might take a bit longer because it's got a ton of accessories. So the box for the mini shop is in the familiar looking Sylvanian families market or Sylvanian market packaging with all the little images around the borders. I really like the style of packaging, I think it's really cute. Obviously on the front here you can see the mini shop all set up. And that picture appears again on the side. On the back you get the breakdown of everything that comes with the set, and you can see there are a lot of accessories in this one. We'll take a closer look when I get it out of the box. And here is just the shop itself set up, so this is essentially everything you get in the box, no figures included. That appears again on the top, and the bottom's just kind of text warnings and things. So this one I did get second hand, but it's in complete condition. So let's get it out and have a look at all the pieces. So here's the main shop stand itself, and I really like the colours on this one. I like the different yellows and blues and cream. I think it looks really good all together. There's a sticker that runs around the top which says Sylvanian Families Mini Shop, and then down here is a slot for putting newspapers and magazines, which we'll see in a minute. And then here's the counter space, and we're going to end up using all of this, and it's going to look cram-packed in the end. So there's our shop stand. Here's my tweezers because we're going to need them for this one. And let's start with the fabric pieces. So there's 2 fabric kind of handkerchiefs or towels. So in Japan, handkerchiefs and hand towels are quite common. So I think that's what these are supposed to represent. There's a nice floral one and this nice blue and white checked one. And these are shown folded up on top of another piece which I haven't got out yet. So let's put them to one side for now. And then there's also a little kind of shopper bag for sale. It's got elastic handles and then is this nice blue and white two-tone. It is functional, you can pop stuff in there, and this has its own little place on a little peg just up here. So next up, let's get the newspapers and the magazines in. So for newspapers, there's 3 titles on offer, if the camera will focus on them. We've got the Morning Sun News, the City Times and the Sylvanian Times, all the most prominent papers in Sylvania being sold here. What I love about these is that they're kind of fully printed, and they're a bit small to actually read, but they're printed both sides, and they've got lovely stories with pictures of other contemporary sets that were around at the time. So this one is the Sylvanian market. New vegetables were made, very exciting news. And then it's got like a mail order goods there. And the final newspaper showing the little gingerbread cottage. And look, they've got a little kind of empty building there, almost like it's for sale. I think that's very cute. So these have space to just slot in on the front of this stand, just like that. And then the side parts are a shorter shape, and those have magazines that fit in them. So you get 2 magazines. There's one aimed at children. It's called Listen to the Story, and again it's fully printed throughout. And then the other is a kind of cooking magazine about chocolate cake and other things that you can bake. It's almost like a recipe kind of book. And those nestle really nicely into these side parts, just to make that all look very nice and full up. I kind of think of this stand as like a WH Smith that you would get at the airport or the train station, so it kind of does a little bit of everything. So newspapers and magazines, books from the public transport, snacks, sweets. You'll see as we go on, but that's how I kind of think of this shop. So next up we've got a place for fresh food. So this stand is selling fresh waffles and sandwiches. So there's the acrylic stand, which is the display case, and then the server can get in from behind. Also has these paper pieces that say mini shop on them, which go in as liners for the acrylic stand. And then for the actual sandwiches themselves, so here are the sandwiches. They're quite basic, these, just white bread with presumably a jam filling. These aren't massively detailed. And then for the waffles, I would call these donuts rather than waffles, but they are a baked good. These are quite nicely detailed. They've kind of got powdered sugar detailing on them. They look yummy either way. And these will then go into the plastic acrylic stand. Very fiddly to do, but it looks effective, I think, once it's done. And then I'll go and tip them all out. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I've wrangled them all back into the container, and we're going to put it in very carefully. So this actually has kind of an indent down, and it literally, this piece slots in there and kind of slides along, keeping the donuts and the sandwiches nice and contained. So on top of this piece is where those fabric pieces from earlier go. So the box shows them kind of wedged in on top of it, which makes sense because it keeps them nice and neatly folded. Then we've got some card pieces. So we've got 2 packs of cornflakes and 2 packs of potato chips. These to me look like Pringles or Stacks or something like that. These boxes are nicely detailed, they look quite realistic. Got salt and vegetable flavours, and then cornflakes, and has a weight on it. It's even got your little nutrition label there. And these are 2 different designs, I think. Very slightly different colours. And these are shown as also sitting in this kind of divoted down bit. Just like that, and they fit in there perfectly. Then the last of the paper pieces, the set comes with 2 little carrier bags. They are branded with Mini Shop on both sides, and they do open, so you could put something quite flat in there. And these are shown as being nestled in between the cornflakes and the acrylic stand. And I've upset everything else now by trying to put extra things in. There we go, so they're just nestled in there, and that's that back row done. So next up we've got a few drink products. So first of all we've got some cartons of juices. So we've got an orange juice and an apple juice. And they're an interesting pink carton colour. which is a bit different to usual. We then got 2 bottles, one of water and one of cider. I think in Japan cider is slightly different to how it is in the UK, so I don't think it's alcoholic. It's more of like a fizzy drink, I think, anyway. Otherwise, someone's having cider on their way to work. Can't blame them. And then the final thing for this next row are these 2 cartons of candy, again in this pink colour, which is interesting. It's almost like it's like the brand of this particular shop. So these are candy canisters. This one looks like jelly beans and this one looks like a kind of variety of sweets. Again, they're detailed all the way around, which is nice. So let's get these onto the stand. Front row time. So first up, there's 2 little cans of fruit, so tinned fruit. So this one is pineapple, again very nicely detailed, looks quite realistic. And this one is peaches, white peaches specifically, sweet and sour. Then next to those, it shows these 2 pots of jam. So we've got a strawberry jam and a blueberry jam. Again, the labels go all the way around. And again, this kind of hot pink colour. Then 2 tins of biscuits or cookies. So we've got butter cookies here. And cute kind of heart-shaped and wafer cookies here. So these ones are chocolate. And then finally, probably my favourite accessories from this set are these 2 bars of chocolate. These look super realistic, even down to the nutritional information on the back. Absolutely love these. So let's get them put on. There we are, and just a couple final accessories. So over here we've got these 2 little cups and a jug of water, which I'm taking to be kind of complimentary water for people passing by. I like the green colour on this jug. So let's get these onto the scene without knocking everything else off, preferably. There we are, and we're at capacity apart from this one little shelf up here, and that's where the final 4 accessories come in. So we have 4 little books. There's 2 kind of aimed at adults and 2 aimed at children. So we've got The Sky Castle, which looks like a very exciting kind of storybook. These are quite plain, the pages aren't moulded in there or anything. Then we've got In the Woods. I like this image on the back, I think that's very cute. Then we've got Country Life, which is actually a magazine here in the UK, but I don't think it's the same Country Life. And also a magazine about the kitchen. And these go on to that little bookshelf up there, so let's try and get them on without disturbing every other thing we've put on here. I Feels a bit like Buckaroo. Luckily these do stand up quite nicely. And there we go. That's the fully set up mini shop. I really love this set. I've been wanting it for a while, but it's quite hard to find, as you can imagine, with all of the little pieces and the paper pieces as well. There's just so many accessories, it's so detailed, and it's a little bit different to some of the other shops that I've already got, so very excited to have this in my collection now. So I'm gonna move this one onto the scene and then we'll look at the 3 stands all together. And here are all 3 shops set up on my little high street scene. I'll quickly take you in for a closer look. So here we've got the soft serve ice cream shop, and Mr. Dale is tending the stand. And I got that little ice cream into this bear's hand, so that's just using like a little rubber band around his waist, a little clear one. I usually keep them from the boxes where they hold around the figure's arms and then use them for purposes like this. And his sister is waiting to get her ice cream too. Then coming along we've got the Paddletons. I thought Mr. Paddleton looked like a well-to-do gentleman who would be very interested in reading the news. So he is here at the mini shop getting a newspaper. Mr. Mulberry is tending the shop. I picked Mr. Mulberry purely on the fact that he's wearing yellow, blue and cream. So he looked like he matched really well, like his outfit with the shop. And then coming along again, finally over here we have the popcorn cart. And the older Evergreen sister is tending to this cart, and the Flora rabbits are getting some popcorn. You can see Dad over here reaching out to grab one. The little triplets are probably a bit too young for anything here though, but Mum and Dad can definitely have a treat. And there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at these sets with me. I always find it really interesting to look at sets when they're kind of across the different eras. I think you can definitely see the differences for each of the eras in each of these sets. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.